Howdy, hi. It is Deer Job Sports NBA picks and predictions for Monday, November 17th, 2025. We are looking at the best bets of the day. Let's get into the video. All right, we're going to recap previous day's results. On the day, we go 5-5, bringing our yearly record to 130 wins, 108 losses. Pretty weird day in the association. Multiple bets I thought I was going to lose, such as the Clippers plus 5.5 and the over in the Magic game. Then the Clippers mount a massive comeback. The Magic game goes to overtime. And there was bets I thought I was going to win, but I ended up losing, such as the Suns plus 102 on the money line. They blew a 20-point lead in the fourth quarter. And then Zuby, I had his PRA over 28.5. He finishes with 28. So that was not fun, but you can just flip-flop those. I think we were going 500 no matter what happened today. So I'll recap these games real quick, then we'll get on to the picks for tomorrow. Game 1, do the Clippers at the Celtics. Clippers lose 118-121. At one point in this game, the Celtics had a 24-point lead. The Clippers did not lead at all. Not a single second. They were down the entire game. Celtics, they kind of blew it towards the end. They lost the second half 69-58. Clippers almost came back to win it, but they couldn't do it as they dropped the game by 3. They lose the rebound battle and the turnover battle. That is something you cannot do. Next game, Rockets Magic. We had the over 228.5. This stood no business of hitting, but it hits in overtime. Rockets win the game 117-113. They did not play well today. Not at all. 42% from the field, 40% from deep. They only shot 23 pointers though. This is a Rockets team that's scoring one of the most points in the NBA, and in regulation they only had 102. That was the score going into OT, tied at 102. Both teams really didn't do that great on the offensive boards, but the Rockets did have 19. They also had 15 turnovers. I don't know what to take from this game. Good job, Rockets winning, but I'll take my over. Thank you very much. Next game, Hawks Suns. We had over 231.5. This flew over. Final score: Hawks 124, Suns 122. Hawks scored 47 points in the final quarter. 47. It's almost like the Suns wanted to lose this basketball game. I will talk about them more in a minute though. Then we had the Jazz, my team. Lauri Markkanen, my GOAT. We had them plus 4.5. We had the over 242.5. This one went into double overtime as Keontae George hits a 3 with 2 seconds left in double OT to put the Jazz up 3. Lauri Markkanen drops 47 points. Keontae George 32. Isaiah Collier 16. Bryce Sensabaugh 16. Kevin Love deep off the bench 10 points, 8 rebounds. My man. Josh Giddey, triple-double. Vooch, 21-13 for a double-W. Colby White, 27, 4, and 8 in his first game action back. Dosunmu had 18. Buzelis had 18. Okoro played 40 minutes of basketball and only scored 5 points. Don't miss that on the Cavaliers, can tell you that much. Yep, that's the recap for the winners. Now the losers. We had the under in the Celtics and the Clippers games. Too many free throws, too fast a pace. That one never stood a chance. It lands on 239. We had the Rockets minus 8.5. They did not feel like playing basketball in the first half. They were down 55-46 at halftime. Then they finally remembered how to play. Şengün went for 30, 12, and 8. KD went for 35. Thompson went for 12. Reed Shepherd off the bench, 16. Shout out to him. Then you had the nonsense that was the Suns plus 102 on the money line. I guess there's a chance some people grabbed this. They closed. Actually, how did... Somebody in the Discord said they got them plus 2.5. But what I'm looking at says Phoenix closed as a 1.5 point favorite. So I don't know. They had an 18-point lead going into the final quarter. They lose the final quarter by 20 points. They lose the game 124-122. How you do that, I don't know. Both teams had 17 turnovers. The Suns won the offensive rebound battle by 7. They shot 33% from deep, 48% from the field overall. And then you get to our player prop losses. I already talked about Zuby. We mitched him on the hook. He finished with 28. I had 28.5. Maybe there's a chance. Hopefully some people got better numbers than I did. But I got hooked, and I lost. Then we had D-Book, PRA over 40.5. Dude, he went 0 for 6 from three-point land today. Finished 10 of 23 from the field. 27 points, 2 rebounds, 4 assists. That is 36, which is 5 less than I needed. Next time, don't go 0 of 6. Go 2 of 6. Hit your player prop and win the game. That's all I needed, Booker. You bum. All right, that's how I go 5 and 5. Let's get on to what we got for tomorrow. All right, first game we got, we're going to do, as always, and fade the Pacers because they're horrible. Give me the Pistons minus 9.5. Give me the over, 228.5. Pacers starting 5, Nembhard, Walker, Robinson Earl, Siakam, Bradley. Pistons starting 5, I don't know. Injury report, the Pacers, they got Furphy, Jackson, Nesmith, Jones, Toppin, and Halliburton, all ruled out. Then they got Benedict Mathurin, questionable. The Pistons, they have Clintman, Harris, Sasser, and Jaden Ivey ruled out. They got Duren, Cunningham, and Ausar Thompson as game time decisions. Pacers, they are the worst team in the NBA. They're 1-12 on the season. Their entire team is still injured. We've been blindly betting against them ever since I took, what did I take, plus 5.5 or plus 6 against the Suns. It was like a tie game midway through the third quarter, and then they ended up losing by like 35. And I was like, all right, I've given up all affinity for betting for this team. I will fade them until they're reasonably healthy. I think for them to be semi-good again, you have to have Nesmith, Toppin, and Mathurin all back in the lineup. And that's just to be to have a chance at winning basketball games, that is what you need. Currently, they don't stand a shot in hell. Robinson Earl should not be in any starting lineup in America. I don't know if he would start in the EuroLeague. Get this man out of your starting lineup. Pistons, really not a team I enjoy backing. If you've watched the videos this season, I think I've backed them once, and that was one of the 2 games they've lost. So that was very enjoyable. I would like, if 2 of their guys played, give me Cunningham and Thompson. We don't really need Duren down low. The Pacers don't have a big. If we can just get Cade and Ausar starting, I will feel good. Give me the Pistons, give me the over. Next game, we're going to fade another bad basketball team. Give me the Raptors minus 8. Give me the over, 238.5. Hornets starting 5. Ball, James, Knipple, Bridges, Kalkbrenner. Raptors starting 5. Quickly, Barrett, Ingram, Barnes, and Pirtle. Injury report, the Hornets. They got McNeely, Williams, Green, and Miller all ruled out. Ball, LaMelo, he was taken off the injury report. Enlisted, I think it was like limited, so I think he's playing, but he's gonna be on a minute restriction, which makes sense because he was out for a bit. You're not winning anything this year as the Hornets. You're honestly kind of looking to trade LaMelo. I've seen a lot of trade talks where John Morant is going to Charlotte, and then LaMelo is going to the Grizzlies. I don't really see the benefit in that for either team. Like, you're just getting the same dude, but the Grizzlies are just getting a younger version who can shoot the ball better. So I think it's a loss for the Hornets, and it'd be a win for the Grizzlies. But if I'm either team, I'm not making that trade. You're switching the same thing. Hornets, I already mentioned Ball. This team sucks. They're 4-9. They're really injured. I'm not betting them. Raptors, they're 8-5, riding a 3-game win streak. This team's actually really deep. I mean, you look at their bench. You have Colin Murray-Boyles, who I think is going to be one of the better rookies by the end of the season. You have Grady Dick. The name stands for itself. Jamal Shed, one of the best on-ball defenders in college basketball. He's great at the pro level. And then Mamashkavili, that dude played at Seton Hall. I remember him knocking out the Ohio Bobcats in March Madness. Other than that, that's about all I know. This team's good. They like to push pace. They're top 5 in the league in field goal percentage. This team fucks. Give me the Raptors. Give me the over. All right, next 2 games. First one, Knicks on the road at the Heat. We just saw this matchup. Give me the Heat, minus 1.5. Revenge. Give me the under, 242.5. Knicks starting 5, Shamet, McBride, Bridges, Towns, Robinson, questionably. Really don't know what their starting lineup's going to look like without Brunson and Anunoby. Heat starting 5, Mitchell, Powell, Larson, Wiggins, Ware. Injury report. The Knicks, Brunson, no. Anunoby, also no. They got McBride and McCullough, questionable. The Heat, you got Bam, Hero, Scary, Terry, all ruled out. These two teams, they just played in New York. The Knicks won 140 to 132. Pace of the game was real quick. I do think that slows down a bit, kind of like the Orlando Magic. When they leave the state of Florida, they play quicker. When they get back, they play slow. Same thing for Miami Heat. You got Spo as the coach. When you're in that building, you're going to focus more on defense. I don't really trust this Knicks team without Anunoby and Brunson to score. I also don't trust them to play defense. Anunoby is probably the best on-ball defender they have. Brunson, despite being small, kind of a pest on defense, averaging I think like a steal and a half a game. Shamet is not giving you that, anything close to that. And he's not giving you the offensive production that Brunson gives you. So I will take the Heat, and I will take the under. Next game, this one we can go through quick because this is disgusting. Give me the Mavericks plus 14.5. I know, it's gross. Give me the over 227.5. Mavs starting 5, assuming they rock back what they rocked the previous night. Williams, Christie, Flagg, Washington, Gafford. T-Wolves starting 5, Dante DiVincenzo, Ant, McDaniels, Randall, Gobert. Injury report, the Mavs. They got Nembhard, Exum, Kyrie, Davis, all ruled out. Timberwolves, they got Terrence Shannon, who I forgot was even on this team. He's out. Does that matter? No. Mavs, they're on a back-to-back, so who knows who's actually going to be on the injury report. Previous game, they beat the Blazers 138 to 133. Now you got to travel from Dallas to Minnesota after playing an overtime game. I don't love it, but I'm also not laying 14.5 points with the Timberwolves. T-Wolves, they got Ant back, and what did they do? They lost to the Nuggets, who didn't have Cam Johnson or Christian Braun in their starting lineup, and they still lost by 11. No thank you. The Timberwolves win this game by 9. Give me the Mavs. Give me the over. All right, now player prop. The previous video, I gave away 2 player props. One missed by the hook. The other missed by, 5? We're going back to 1 player prop because clearly I can only handle 1. Give me Davion Mitchell P.A. over. We just took his points and assists over the previous game against the Knicks. It worked very well, and he only shot the ball 6 times that game. His normal shot attempt number is around 9. If he gets anywhere close to that, I think this thing's going to fly over. No Brunson, no Anunoby. Those are, in my opinion, your 2 best on-ball defenders. Instead, this dude's going to get a mix of Shamet and Bridges. No way in hell can either of those 2 dudes stay in front of Davion Mitchell. Give me Mitchell, PA, over. All right, that's going to do it for me in this video. I appreciate you guys tuning in and watching. If you have not already, hit that subscribe button, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.